We're now to a call for a major rethink of what are called London's floating bus stops. They're bus stops which have a cycle track running behind them to theoretically allow passengers to board and alight safely while cyclists can keep moving. But the National Federation for the Blind are warning of their dangers. Here's Alice Bandukravi.
Despite decades of practice, wheelchair user Mick Scarlett says getting the bus has become harder because of these new style floating bus stops.
You've got a tactile paving here to indicate there's your crossing where the cyclists come. Here is a bus, and if you see, when the bus pulls up, there's a ramp that comes out just there. I come down the ramp, I'm coming quite fast because I'm pulling a wheelie, or say I'm on a power scooter or something. You come right down, you can't necessarily stop. So I'll come down there and possibly fall into the cycle lane. But if you're visually impaired, you've come off, you've got no indication that this is even here. You've got no idea where the crossing is. So you've got to get from there, from the front of that vehicle to here, to go, oh, I'm safe. And then you've got to entrust the cyclists to stop on the zebra crossing. And that's the point. It's difficult for me. But imagine if you cannot see, or you can't see very well. You are now terrified of using the only accessible means of public transport open to them. It's either black cabs or buses.
And this is what can happen when a cycle lane competes with a floating bus stop. City Hall said protected cycle networks reduce the odds of injury to cyclists by 40 to 65%. And they want to review the data on collisions around bus stops to evaluate if any design improvements are needed. But the National Federation of the Blind of the UK say they want a stop on floating bus stops and to be consulted over their redesign. Alice Bandukravi, BBC London.